Tonight's the big one. Today's the big one. Whatever time you're watching this, it's the big one. Because it is time for Victory Road 2010. It's time for a couple of huge matches. Let's talk about Jeff Hardy and Johnny Impact in a ladder match for the television title. Let's talk about the Cool Sharks implosion and the potential retirement of Big Daddy Cool Diesel, Kevin Nash. But let's raise the stakes, because in the main event for the world title, it's a dream match between potentially the two best wrestlers in the damn company. It's AJ Styles defending against Kurt Angle. Do you need any more than that? You shouldn't. You shouldn't, because that has the potential to be amazing. Before we start, let me ask you, are you following the channel? Are you subscribed? You should be. And if you're not, hit that subscribe button right now before we go. It's much appreciated. It's very, very appreciated. While you're there, drop the like on the video if you want to support the channel. That's the best way to do it. It makes me feel good. I don't know what it does for the YouTube algorithm, but it makes me feel good. Let's move on. Victory Road. Let's hope to have an all-timer. That's what we always hope with the pay-per-views, an all-timer. Whether we can do it, I don't know. Let's see. Okay, pre-show to Victory Road, we open with a 55. Your new heroes get a victory over the Motor City Machine Guns, because they are your new heroes, and mine, and yours, and yours, and yours. Everybody's. Kenta pins Alex Shelley with a running single leg high knee strike. Feel like we can come up with a better name than that. Eddie Kingston was the weak link, put in a 43, but when 43 is the weak link for a pre-show match, that's not bad at all, really. Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin got a tag team specialist bonus, what you'd expect. Kenta putting in a 54, though. Well done, mate. Well done. Your new heroes pick up the win as we open the pay-per-view pre-show. We follow it up with a 64. The Pope defeats Abyss here. Just a win for the Pope over a good opponent. 66 from him, 59 from Abyss, 64 is about right. That's fine. Moving on quickly. The American Bulls picked up a victory over LAX for 57, similar to before with the Pope. We wanted to get the American Bulls a win. They do. Davey Richards makes homicide tap with the ankle lock. Right, we're going to open the main show with a ladder match for the television championship. This is going to be potentially very interesting. It's Johnny Impact. It's Jeff Hardy. It's Jeff's match, a ladder match, but it's Impact's title. And the guy has defended the title for a long, long time and a lot of defenses now. So it's close to call. Impact beat Jeff Hardy on the last pay-per-view. This is Jeff's chance once again. Will he win the championship? Your winner. And still TNA television champion for only a 74. Okay, in a ladder match, Johnny Impact wins after help from Ric Flair. So Impact was down. Jeff Hardy had the title, won. Ric Flair came down in his wheelchair to interrupt, to distract Jeff Hardy. Johnny Impact took the chance to crawl up the ladder, take the title again. 77 from Hardy, 82 from Impact. I wonder what's brought it down so much, because that's a bit harsh for the 74. Lack of heat on the storyline. Okay. I still feel like that's harsh. That's very harsh. But 74, a decent start to the show, rather than this amazing start we were looking for. Just a decent, but that's okay. After the match, Jeff Hardy takes out his frustration on Ric Flair after Impact had ran off with the title. Ric Flair obviously still in a wheelchair after taking a twist of fate. He's taken another one tonight, so 68, just to hype the fans after the heel win there. Right, backstage, Low-Key is with Roderick Strong, and they walk into their dressing room to find Kevin Steen has been attacked. He's been attacked. We don't know who's attacked him, but we can all assume that it was Sting, wasn't it, Tony Schiavone? Right. Backstage in the establishment's office for a 65. This is pretty good. The establishment are talking through their plans for Pac, because tonight Pac versus Mr. Anderson, which is next. They're talking through what they could be doing. It's mentioned that Hulk Hogan asked where Bobby Lashley is, and nobody knows where Bobby Lashley is because Bobby Lashley has no show tonight. Bobby Lashley is not interested in helping. If he's not in a match, he's not interested in helping his establishment teammate for 65. Okay, Pac could have promo Mr. Anderson for 49. That's not bad from Pac considering he's struggled off script. And then it's Pac versus Anderson on the pay-per-view, which gets us a 61. Well, considering Pac was slowed by injury and a 43, that's not bad at all. Well done to Mr. Anderson carrying it through. The mic check, 1-2-1-2, gets the win following interference from the Pope. A salvation cheat to get the win, basically. A good win from Mr. Anderson. Pac put everything into it, but a win on the pay-per-view for Mr. Anderson, probably sorely needed for him. And after the match, they put the boots to Pac. So out comes, for the save, the Partnership of Pain for a 67. We are going forward with this feud now. Partnership of Pain versus Salvation. We are going to try and push this forward now. So 67, not bad at all to kick it off again, really. Okay, Kurt Angle's going to cut a promo on AJ Styles for 72. He says tonight, the real Kurt Angle returns when that belt returns home. 72, not bad at all. We also had a promo from Brian Kendrick and Paul London ahead of a babyface versus babyface match. Kingslayers look to prove their worth against former TNA Tag Team Champions Kendrick and London, a team that have done it all. Can the youngsters really hold their own in the ring with a team like Kendrick and London? The Kingslayers will cut a promo as well for a 51, so they had a better promo. And the match itself then should be an interesting one. And the Kingslayers do pick up the victory with it's a 63. Well done. London and Kendrick put the best performances in, no surprise. But Tyler Black put in a 59. Claudio Castagnoli put in a 56. And a win for the youngsters. Tyler Black pins Brian Kendrick clean with a level up. We are putting over these two guys tonight. Big time. This is their coming out party. A big win for the Kingslayers, who might have just propelled themselves into the tag team title hunt with a huge win. Huge win. After the match, Kendrick and London are going to put the youngsters over with a handshake to really show that these guys are not just the future, they may just be the now. Okay. Low-Key's backstage once again. He comes out to cut a promo on Sting when he is interrupted by the fact that he noticed Roderick Strong has been attacked as well by Sting. Clearly by Sting. We don't know it's Sting, but it's clearly Sting. Roderick Strong has been attacked. So Sting has taken out Kevin Steen. He's taken out Roderick Strong. Low-Key ends the segment by getting on his phone, and all we hear him say is, I need you. Who is Low-Key talking to? Who the hell is he talking to? Okay, Austin Aries cut a promo on Samoa Joe for 68. And the next match is for the X Division Championship. Samoa Joe recently turned babyface. He's had a bone to pick with Austin Aries. Aries' mouth has talked him into a lot of trouble. Will that trouble result in him losing his title tonight? Your winner and still X Division champion for a fantastic 74. Fantastic 74. 68 from Aries, 69 from Joe. Austin Aries retains the title, pinning Joe, using the ropes for leverage. I actually wrote down Aries beats Joe to retain the title by using the brass knucks, which is what we're actually going to go with. The brass knucks Austin Aries uses to knock Samoa Joe out and make him bleed. Cheating little, well, you could put a bleep in your head if you want there. Aries defends the title. Really good match. Just a really good match between two guys that have killed it in this feud. Really killed it. Ignore the lack of storyline heat. It's been really good. And it's going to hopefully help Austin Aries. He's got a huge win over Samoa Joe there. That's really big for him. Afterwards, Aries runs away as Joe watches on, blood dripping down his face, just huffing and puffing like the monster that he is. Right, we're going to go from violence to, well, something a little bit more emotional. We do a hype video for Kevin Nash versus Shark Boy. Sink or swim. The Cool Sharks have, well, so far sunk. Shark Boy beat Kevin Nash at the last pay-per-view, and that has drove Kevin Nash to do something unthinkable. Tonight, Kevin Nash puts his wrestling career on the line. If he can't beat Shark Boy, he is done. He is done in professional wrestling. The former tag team champions, well, it's all gone south and it all could end right here. Will it end right here? Will Kevin Nash be forced to retire? Or will Sharkboy get beaten? Will Sharkboy be beaten? Will Kevin Nash not quite be done yet? Will it happen? It's time to say goodbye. Goodbye, Kevin Nash. Kevin Nash. Goodbye. 59, not bad at all considering Sharkboy's in the match. Sharkboy defeats Kevin Nash with a diamond dust. Pins him clean. Sharkboy defeats Kevin Nash. Sharkboy retires Kevin Nash. Cool Sharks are over. This storyline that's gone on from quite early on in the save, where we decided to put them together, it's not quite ended how I thought. Well, it ended how I thought it would. The plan was always Sharkboy would retire Kevin Nash. Didn't expect it to happen so soon, but it happened. Sharkboy pins Kevin Nash, and Kevin Nash is finished. After the match, they hug. Sharkboy raises Kevin Nash's arms and lets him have his moment. He leaves the ring. Kevin Nash looks around, standing ovation, hopefully, and he takes off his gloves, leaves his gloves in the ring and walks slowly to the back, soaking it in, because this is his final moment. Kevin Nash is officially retired. Sad times. To be fair, I've enjoyed using Kevin Nash more than I thought I would in this save, so fair play, he's done well. 58, we've put Sharkboy over twice. Kevin Nash has done the deed on his way out, and he is done. We will not be using him anymore in the save. Sad times. Anyway, moving on, we're going to go backstage where Low-Ki cuts a proper promo on Sting. Each promo he's tried to do has been interrupted by someone being attacked. There's no one left to be attacked. And he cuts a promo on Sting here and he says, you know what? It is no surprise that people have been beaten down. But tonight, this ends. Because tonight, Sting ends. And it is time for a Falls Count Anywhere match. It's Low-Ki versus Sting. Low-Ki is he's gonna have to go it alone against the Icon. Can he go alone? Can he get the job done? You bet he can. Low-Ki beats Sting after interference from Candice LeRae for 65. Low-Ki put in 60. Sting 68. Warrior's Way after interference from Candice LeRae. And let me talk you through the finish. The fight brawls to the parking lot area where there is a car waiting, and the car door opens to find Candice LeRae in rag clothing, looking like she hasn't washed in weeks. Thin, in theory, because you've got to remember Candice LeRae was kidnapped by Dishonored. We haven't seen her since, but now we see her. Low-Ki has pulled out the Candice LeRae card here, and Sting, it forces him to stop what he's doing. It forces him to try and take care of Candice LeRae, and that's when Low-Ki hits his Warrior Way. But Candice LeRae is she's not a victim. She is not a victim. We are turning her heel. It's not going to work in turn yet. Complete disaster. I expected that. Candice LeRae has turned heel. She has fallen for her kidnappers in a way, which is a psychological trope. Candice LeRae and Low-Ki, they embrace over Sting's body into a hug. Candice LeRae has joined Dishonored. Sting has been beaten. Low-Ki is having a time of his life right now. Okay, promo time from Beer Money. They cut a promo on Lethal Consequences for 63. They say that they've run this tag division. That does not change tonight. Lethal Consequences also cut a promo for 60. They have a little moment to really put over how much this means to them. This is the title opportunity they've been wanting for a while. Tonight, they need to take advantage. Will they take advantage? Your winners and still TNA Tag Team Champions, Beer Money for a 70. Beer Money are coming along, boys. They're coming along very nicely. James Storm pins Consequences. Creed Beer Money defend the titles successfully. Storm put in a 73. Rude put in a 71. Creed, the weakest a lot with a 55. Lethal 62. The idea behind the finish here is that Creed is just caught. He's caught out and caught with the DWI as Robert Roode attacks Jay Lethal on the outside, and it allows Beer Money to get the 1, 2, and the 3, and they retain the championships. After the match, Lethal Consequences put over the emotions of the loss, and that's a pretty good run from them. Pretty good month and pretty good title match. We're not quite going to be done with the titles, to be fair, but I was pleased with how that worked out. Okay, moving on. It's Knockout Championship time. Stuart Irvine has got an absolute treat in store for you guys. It is a fatal 4-way for the Knockouts title. Angelina Love, your babyface champion, defends against the babyface Tara, against the heel Madison Raine, and against the monster Awesome Kong. Any one of them could well walk out with a championship. But who will? Your winner and still Knockout champion Angelina Love, who put in a 79. We did make it an eye candy match, but a 79. Madison Raine put in a 71. The finish of the match came when Tara and Awesome Kong were brawling up the ramp area, allowing Madison Raine to try and get Velvet Sky involved. It backfired, and the break a bitch from Angelina Love means Madison Raine is pinned 1, 2, 3. Love retains the championship. Huge win for Angelina Love. We've got some changes. I'm not going to worry about those because Stuart will worry about those soon enough. Huge win for Angelina Love. A really good match considering. Obviously, if Awesome Kong isn't in it and that's the triple threat, you're looking a really good match. But 59 isn't bad at all. And now it's time, after a pretty long pay-per-view, to think about the main event. AJ cuts a promo on Kurt Angle, and now it is all on the line. It's for the World Championship. It's AJ Styles versus Kurt Angle. It's a dream match, but it's not just a dream match. And it's not just about the World Championship. It's about which man is better. Who is the best? Is it AJ Styles? Is it Kurt Angle? And who will walk out champion? Let's find out. A good match here could really propel this pay-per-view into a good level. So I can't call where this show reign's going to be at the moment. And it's a match I think could be very good. AJ and Angle. Who walks out champion? Your winner. And still TNA World Champion for only a 70. Hang on a minute. AJ Styles defeats Kurt Angle. It says underhanded tactics. I did make it a tainted win. Let me talk you through the finish. AJ pins Kurt Angle after a Styles clash. 1, 2, 3. But what the viewers notice, but what the others don't notice, is that Kurt Angle's feet were under the ropes, under the bottom rope, when AJ Styles won the match. It should not have counted. Why is it a 70? Why? We've had such a great performances. The crowd was starting to get burnt out. Okay. Too many matches? Too many matches maybe on the show? That's a shame. That's really let it down as well. 87 from Kurt Angle. God. AJ Styles. Not bad at all either. We're going to end the show with Kurt Angle taking out his frustrations on AJ Styles. He attacks the referee, he attacks AJ Styles. AJ eats an angle slam through the announce table to end the show. Kurt Angle is a machine, an unstoppable, violent, angry machine to end the show. That gives us a 69. Right then. We've learnt our lesson tonight. Too many matches on the card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I feel is a bit harsh, but obviously we had the pre-show as well. Lots of segments too. Maybe I should have cut back on some of those. But still, I did think it'd do better than that. That sucks. So not an all-timer. Let down in a way. I was disappointed with that main event. Like I said, harsh again, but it is what it is. I feel like storyline wise, we're really hitting on all calendars. There's a word. It's gone. But we're doing well with the storyline. I hope you guys are enjoying what I'm trying to explain. If you are, make sure you drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel for a whole lot more. Thursday, we start again. That's right, we start again in terms of our monthly shows. We go towards hardcore justice. So it's time to get a little bit extreme. If you like the video, drop a like and subscribe to the channel for more. I've done all this. Let's go. Get out of here. See you later. Oh, I didn't do the piece, did I? I'll do the piece. Peace.